Choosing something that you're going to do for the rest of your life is definitely one of the toughest things that you can actually do, particularly when you're just completing your schooling. Even though with the curriculum at hand in this day and age, you actually start choosing your career path mid-high school, thereabout. But unfortunately, once you've set yourself on a path, sometimes it can be very difficult to actually come to terms with the decisions that you've made. So one of my colleagues actually came to me with this day and asked for advice because their daughter had finished matric being grade 12 or standard 10 in the South African context. And when she came to me, she actually was wondering if she's giving her daughter the correct advice, because the daughter had taken a gap year, and it was a forced gap year, as is the case for many people who matriculate, but by the time they complete, they do not qualify for the specific career path that they've dreamt of pursuing all the years of their early development years. So when she came to me, she said that the daughter now didn't know what to do. She was busy with an internship. The internship was ending. But unfortunately, with that in mind, she had also applied at several institutions for various qualifications. Then there's a specific institution that had already taken her for a specific qualification. I think it was public relations, if I'm not mistaken. But the problem was that as a mother, one is worried about what the outcome of those years in a tertiary institution are actually going to serve. So I actually had to formulate a particular matrix because I hadn't given this advice before to anyone other than looking out for my own close relative, for my own brother. I hadn't taken that information externally to someone from my lips to their ears. So this time around, I had to actually come with a concept that I felt would work. And on the spot, I'm going to share this framework, which I shared with her and eventually personally spoke on the phone with the daughter so as to expand on what I thought she should do in order to decide the path that her future would actually entail. Firstly, I said that it has to start with passion that is guided in a particular direction. So she needs to figure out in this time that she hasn't been working, in this time that she has been working on herself and discovering some of the key attributes that will assist her in the future. She needs to actually come to terms with, this is what I'd like. And the reason it's important to look at the passion aspect is because a career is something that you're likely to do for years to come. Based solely on that point, that you're going to do it for 10 plus years, if not for the rest of your life, you really need to enjoy it. You really need to go into a path where you enjoy what it is you want to do. Then there's a guidance aspect. The guidance will come from your immediate family, in this case being the parent of the child, because they have seen you develop throughout the years and they have been able, if they were aware and paid attention as parents, then they were able to see the type of things that you enjoy doing, and then they were meant to cultivate that along your particular path. Then the guidance doesn't just end at parents. The teachers that you were exposed to throughout your primary and high school gateway to adulthood, they play a pivotal role as well. Then the other onus falls on you to go and find mentors. Go and do your own particular research that will guide your passion. Find mentors, do research, and benchmark accordingly. That's part of step one of this particular matrix, the career guidance matrix by Les, by the way. Then after you've then garnered all that information and you've done the necessary benchmarking, that's when you go and look at the necessary and possible career paths that you can go into. So if you want to go into public relations, for example, are you well suited for that particular path? Are you well read, well spoken, confident in front of people? Can you articulate certain points in a clear message that makes sense to the recipient or the receiver of the information that you're sharing with them? Key, critical information, right? So what possible career paths within public relations can you actually look at? Is it something that you can go into solo, business-wise? Is it something that you can focus on from a career in corporate? Is it something that you can pursue within the government sector? What actual career path can you then follow based on the career choice that you're looking to get into? What then guides the next step is the various opportunities that exist within that particular career path, right? Opportunities for growth, opportunities for exposure. Will you be able to travel? Will you be able to go to new places, meet new people, garner new experiences? Will you be able to study further? Will you be able to form part of a research team? Will you be able to cultivate other talents of yours so that you exploit them if you want to go solo into the business arena? Then, most importantly, the next step is to look at the money that you can make in that specific career path. It's all good and well to have the passion, all good and well to see all the opportunities that you can pursue. It's all good and well to do the research. It's all good and well to consult all your mentors and do the necessary benchmarking. But how much money are you likely to earn from that particular career path? How much money are you likely to earn as an entry level with the number of experiences that you garner? What performance management and performance bonuses, what incentives exist within that particular career path? What partnerships, what business opportunities? When you put all that together, how can you derive passive income from your active early years within that particular career path? The monetary aspect is one of the most important because it will give you the opportunities to expand on this necessary foundation that you would have looked at when you actually started, right? Then after you've seen the monetary aspect, that's when you actually see whether you are ready for that particular career path. Of course, there's also the aspect of future navigation. You need to be able to navigate the future by building the necessary discipline, the necessary consistency, the necessary faith, making the right decisions that are guided by proper sources of information, and being influenced to take a direction that will suit you and the future that you want. But one of the most important things that you can do again at this stage, after you've now sought the research around the money, is to actually go and shadow people within that particular career path. Ask for their guidance while you're shadowing them. Visit them in the various workplaces. Look at various environments that that career will put you into and see whether it's not a career path that will waste your time, waste your effort, and actually give you false hope in terms of the future. A career matrix is one of the most important things that you can actually have, because right now we are sitting with high unemployment rates. We are sitting with many youth that are sitting and don't know what to do with their time. We're sitting with many despondent, unmotivated, depressed, anxious people that feel useless in a world that is capitalistic and moving forward, whether they are part of the system or not, right? A lot of careers and a lot of qualifications are being shared with young people that won't actually bring them much in the future to come. So this career development matrix is something where you put yourself in the center, and then through the various layers and layers and layers, you do the research, you cultivate your passion, you listen and seek the guidance, you seek the influence, you do the research, you get the information, and then you build on that to formulate your own matrix that will actually guide your future. So that's just a simple career matrix that I did off the bat because the necessary information was needed at that particular point in time. So the important thing to note is that, is it a career guidance matrix that can be used by anyone? And I feel the answer is yes. You can use it, just make sure that you derive information that is specific to your particular career path. Use that information, and then don't avoid things that you love, things that you like, and things that you have a passion for. Find ways to cultivate those things, find ways to convert them into careers, long-lasting careers, or careers that will give you the necessary skills to be able to hop into a different career in future. Don't do things and qualifications and get into careers that won't actually allow you to pivot or to be a moving asset for your particular development, productivity, and career. Things that will help you become impactful in future depend on you and your ability to take action now. The earlier, the better, of course. But as time goes, don't beat yourself too much. Take the necessary chances, grab the necessary opportunities, and see what you can garner from there as time comes. All the best. I love you. It starts with you. Cheers, guys.